Hi and welcome to my channel. Look, UK employers are not the same. And one of our members during our live session last week said to me, Melvis, I've done a lot of research and it seems that the NHS is the best employer and I'm only keen on applying for jobs with the NHS. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you the advantages working for the NHS here in the UK and how you can apply for jobs to work with the NHS. Look, personally, I work for the NHS today, and the reason why I've worked for the NHS for so long is because of the career progression opportunities. And let me tell you, something that people are going to say to you is, look, if you go and work agency, you're going to earn a lot more. The NHS is going to suck you up and you're going to earn very little. But let me tell you how I look at it personally. The way I look at it is, I'm going to work for the NHS, have career progression, so that I can earn a lot of money working only a few hours. That's what I do. And so I'm going to be telling you in this video why you should be thinking this way as well, and the advantages that you stand to gain if indeed you've got the patience, the resilience, and the skill to be able to withstand the challenges that, yes, do come with working for the NHS. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I do appreciate your time. And I hope that, you're finding these videos helpful. You're implementing this information because that's what it's all about. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do want to hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on the notification button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here. But I don't want you to be a stranger. I do have a free newsletter where I send information directly to your inbox about free visa sponsorship opportunities in the UK. Yes, free, so that you're not spending millions of money, thousands of pounds to get visa sponsorship. I also send information about career progression opportunities. Like I've said, I'm the queen of career progression in the UK. I live and breathe career progression. For me, if you're in the UK and you're not progressing in your career, it is not worth it. There are endless opportunities in this country. And look, it is only worthwhile. You're only going to have a fulfilled life in the UK if really you go out of your way, you get out of the box and do more, as well as work from home jobs and side hustle ideas so that you can start as soon as possible to make a lot of money and retire early. Because look, while working is good and all of that, it is not sustainable long term. You don't want to be a 70-year-old broke, still working and having people order you around and tell you what to do. So if you want any of these or you don't want any of these, do check the comment section below. You're going to find a link to my newsletter. It's completely free. Once you join that newsletter, then I'll send that info directly to your inbox so that you're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm that is like a yo-yo, by the way, for such personal and professional development, for yourself, obviously, and your family. So, again, you're going to find my contact on that newsletter. If there's something that is personal and private you want to discuss with me, do feel free to use the newsletter as well to message me. Otherwise, do leave any comments in the comment section. And, I'll be able to answer any of those questions that you may have. So why is the NHS so good? Why should you consider working for the NHS? Let me tell you the first thing. In fact, currently, by the way, I did a video about this. NHS hospitals are currently giving £10,000. Yes, £10,000, and in some cases more, of welcome bonus, which means that if you're watching this right now, whether you're in the UK or out, if you get a job with any of those hospitals or NHS organizations, you're going to get £10,000 as a welcome bonus to say, hi Melvis, thank you very much for choosing to work with us, and you get £10,000 as a thank you for choosing us. This is because vacancies have increased. Obviously, as you know, the UK is constantly building new hospitals, new wards and all that. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're thinking, but I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, how do I get this? This is not about healthcare. A healthcare organization cannot run without all the different professionals. So it doesn't matter what you do, clinical, non-clinical, the NHS recruits everybody for all positions. So it's not only about being a nurse, because there's this thing that if you're talking about a hospital, then you've got to be a nurse. But what about the people that are doing the laundry, the people that are doing, there's quite a lot, procurement. What about recruitment? Those are all jobs that anybody can do, and they pay a lot of money and also offer visa sponsorship. So this also is another advantage that the NHS has, the fact that there are non-clinical healthcare jobs that you can apply that also offer visa sponsorship. And look, it is mainly only the NHS that offers these jobs. Many of the private companies will not really provide visa sponsorship for those jobs, because if you're not a carer, for example, you're not a nurse, they are not really interested. That is the reality. And again, if you apply to work for the NHS, you're exposed to way more opportunities than you would ever be with any other organization. By the way, if you're watching this and you're wondering who I am, so my name's Melvis. I work as an advanced nurse practitioner for the NHS here in England. So I moved to the UK, started my journey working as a carer in a nursing home, very keen on career progression. I decided to study nursing as an international student here in the UK. Upon graduation, I've done many courses. I worked in literally every specialty in nursing, and right now I'm the position that I work in, it's really the most senior clinical nursing position. So it's been a lot of hard work, but it's been possible only because I work for the NHS, and I've had a lot of funding, a lot of support, a lot of courses. I've got access to world-class, facilities in order to enhance my skills to become a nurse practitioner or to continue to grow as an advanced nurse practitioner. Again, that's why we're still talking about career progression. Many of those private companies want you already ready. And I support nurses, carers, students, student nurses, prospective student nurses, people that want to get into healthcare, non-clinical healthcare jobs, as well as visa sponsorship opportunities for free, so that you're not spending millions of money and thousands and getting in debt. Again, if you check the description box below or the about section of this channel, you're going to find a link to join my private coaching program. Once you join, then we get started. We're going to have that one-to-one call to get to know who you are, how best to proceed, what are the best jobs for you to go to, and go for. Where do you apply? How do you apply? How do you position your CV so that you're set up for success and you are 10 steps ahead of the game and you are successful and the successful candidate that actually gets that job. Career progression. If you're a carer, in the UK, but say you were a nurse or a midwife back home and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm stuck here. I need to get back into nursing. I'm not as clinical as I am. I would love to progress in my career. Again, I can support you with that journey. My private coaching program has hundreds of nurses, carers who are going through this program currently. And you're going to get that support as well from other people. What else have they done? What is needed? Where are you stuck? Because the truth is that, yes, the NMC is there to answer your questions. But if you contact the NMC, they just have automated responses that are the same for everybody. So if you have that tailored, individualized and personalized support, which you're going to get through my coaching program, it makes life a lot easier. But obviously, until you join the program, you're not going to know how that's going to be easy. So I'm looking forward to seeing you obviously in that program, supporting you and working with you. If you're keen on career progression, you're thinking I'm a carer or I'm not even in healthcare, but Melvis, I am so inspired. I'm ready to get into healthcare again. Do join the program because I can support you with that. As you know, healthcare has some of the best opportunities that there are in the UK, whether it's to study and move here with visa sponsorship or to switch from within the UK and get visa sponsorship. And so it is not by chance that many of us are in healthcare. It is because of opportunity. It is opportunity that drives, the fact that the numbers are so high. So again, those are some of the things that you have. And like I say, I look forward to supporting you in that program, through that program, so that you're successful, you thrive, and you really make the most of the best opportunities that this country and the NHS brings. Also, one of the things that you want to be considering about the NHS is the fact that they offer apprenticeships, which means that if you're working for the NHS, you're going to have access to all sorts of apprenticeships to progress. It doesn't mean that you have to be a nurse, for example. They have apprenticeships, finance, IT, all sorts of apprenticeships across all the sectors. Again, they're going to pay for you to study and pay you to learn with access to some of the best facilities that there are in the world. And again, you're only going to get that through the NHS. Private organizations still need these jobs and roles, but they want people that are already trained, experienced, and know everything. They won't offer you the training, most of them. And again, that's what you need to be thinking about. One thing that is also really good with the NHS is that When it comes to visa sponsorship, it is always free. And I'm saying this because you watched this video till now. That's 9 minutes gone. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do want to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here. Also, if you've not joined my newsletter, check the comment section below and you'll see a link on there. It won't take you 20 seconds to join. All you need to do is drop your name and email and you're part of that newsletter. And I'll send that info directly to your inbox when there are changes, updates, anything about the UK, career progression, work from home jobs, side hustles that you can start today in order to retire early. I'm on a mission to retire by the time I'm 40, so that if I'm working after 40, it should be a choice. It should be because I want to, not because I have to. So again, you can join me if that's something that you're keen on. You don't want to work until you drop. So again, like I was saying, with regards to visa sponsorship, the best thing about the NHS is that it is always free. There is no middleman. There is no, oh my God, you're going to pay this amount of money. It doesn't exist with the NHS. It is only private companies. And so this is a huge advantage that you have focusing on getting a job with the NHS. The fact that they also pay relocation costs. So it doesn't matter whether you're already in the UK or you're still out of the UK. They'll pay for your visa fees. Many of them provide 3 months of free accommodation. Many of them are going to, they literally do everything. All you need to do is dedicate your time on applying for the job. How amazing is that? And I'm going to tell you that applying for jobs, with the NHS, all you need to do, by the way, is go to NHS jobs. Currently, they have about 40,000 vacancies on there. I just had a look, and when it comes to carer jobs, for example, they have about 300 carer jobs in terms of vacancies right now. In terms of nursing, they've got thousands. Doctors, they've got thousands as well. And they've also got lots of other non-clinical healthcare jobs. Look, I've done videos covering all of these. So if you're keen on any specific one, do check out those videos. If you've got any questions, do leave them in the comment section below. But these are some of the advantages that you have working for the NHS, which means if you move and get a job with the NHS right now, again, whether you're in the UK or out, it doesn't matter. You're going to get relocation, bonuses and support. You're going to get £10,000. Depending on which hospital. Some give 8,000, some give a percentage of your job role. So it doesn't matter, but just make sure that you're checking thoroughly before you're applying. So when you go to NHS Jobs website, that's where you apply. It's pretty easy. You're going to see all the vacancies on there. Just follow the prompts that they have and you're on the roll. So again, these are some of the massive advantages that the NHS has. So let's talk about the final section of the advantages. Other benefits. Look, when I say other benefits, I mean maternity leave, sick leave. Many of the private companies, they'll only pay statutory sick pay, which is about 60 or 70 pounds for a whole week. But with the NHS, you're going to get your full pay if you're off sick. Obviously, depending on how long you worked for the NHS and all that, it's going to determine how long you're going to get the full, how many months or years, for example, you're going to get it for. Maternity leave is also the best when it comes to the NHS. Look, I've had 2 babies while working for the NHS, and it was as if I was still working, even though I was on maternity leave. So again, in terms of discounts with other private companies and shops, stores, holidays, booking flights, there's a lot of advantages you have. You can also get a brand new car. If you work for the NHS, you don't need to pay anything whatsoever. You just choose any car that you want from any company and they'll give you. And then how it works with payment is that it is taken from your pay every month, but it is taken before tax, which means that they are removing that money before you pay tax. So at the end of the day, you're going to be paying less tax by doing that. So again, there are many strategies that you need to be wise. If you're part of my private coaching program, we're going to go through this again next week, Thursday, during the live session. And I'll actually go, we go through this in detail all the time to make sure that the patience waiting for NHS jobs is well worth it. That's what I'm saying. Because there's shiny object syndrome that you're going to get in front of you from other companies. Don't be deceived. Yes, there are certain opportunities that are a stepping stone. But once you're in the UK, you need to know that you should be trying to get through to the NHS so that you get that support that you need in order to continue to excel and thrive. That's what I'm saying. Any opportunity that comes, take it. But ultimately, try to work for the NHS, because you're going to get all of these that I'm saying. Again, I'm going to link this video about visa sponsorship from the NHS. Do watch it. Share with your mates. I'll see you in the next video.